It is time to get my nominations for the Game of the Year awards in. Let's see who's been nominated and what I think should be winning this year. Without further ado, let's get to voting. Don't vote if I don't really care enough. You should vote. Do it anyway. Like it's political. Okay. Okay, so Game of the Year, chat. You know, I'm gonna go on the other side. I decided I want to be on the other side. I think I want to be on the other side, right? Game of the Year, chat. Who are we voting for Game of the Year? This is an easy one for me. This is an easy one for me. So, my Game of the Year, out of the options, chat. Oh, what's that? What's that all about? Okay, right. So, there are 6 nominations. We have Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Well, for me, I feel like Silent Hill F should be in here as well, because I finished one route of Silent Hill F last night and will be continuing the other routes. But Silent Hill F is an absolutely incredible game and deserves to be here, I think. So that should be there, but I don't think it's my Game of the Year anyway. My Game of the Year, chat, is Expedition 33. Why is that my Game of the Year, chat? Because it is an incredibly beautiful game in basically every aspect. The story is amazing. The visuals are amazing. The narrative, 11 out of 10. Direction, 11 out of 10. Music, 12 out of 10. Gameplay, they have successfully proven to the giants and pioneers of the genre that it can still be done in the modern age, because like Square Enix has literally said that they can't do turn-based gameplay in a modern style, which is why they don't do it anymore. And they have successfully proved them wrong by breathing fresh life into the turn-based genre, and proving to a mainstream audience that it can successfully be done. And I think they have revived the genre because of it. Not that the genre was really dead, but unless you were a Pokemon player, most turn-based games were pretty niche. Even stuff like Persona or Metaphor is pretty niche still. It's like loud niche, but it's not big, you know? Basically, Hades 2, Expedition 33, or Silk Song in a 3-way war. Yeah, most likely. I think Silk Song will take it, personally. I'm going to download all of these cards. Oh, that's weird and annoying. Hang on, let me just... It's not... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot them instead. That's weird and annoying. Or maybe I can just... Yeah, okay, I could do it that way. Cool. I figured out how I can do it. Let me get this back on the screen. There we go. Right. So we have voted for Expedition 33. Next category. JRPG turn-based is niche. Turn-based in general has so many great games. You think JRPG turn-based is niche? I mean, I feel like Final Fantasy has always been, well, not always, but like certainly in most of my lifetime has been a household name. I don't know. Square Enix leadership is horribly out of touch and slowly losing their fan base. Yet keep asking why their games aren't selling anymore, despite actually having good sales, but they're out of touch with Art 2. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. The reason they moved away from turn-based is because I remember a quote somewhere back in like 2012, 13-ish, where they said something along the lines of basically that players wanted more fast-paced gameplay, similar to Call of Duty and stuff like that. And I was like, no, they don't. What they never seem to grasp is people in the West play their games because they liked their games. It wasn't because there was no other games to play. It was because they liked those games, and all they had to keep doing was making those games like that, because they liked games that were from a different style to the games that were more commonplace in the West. Yeah, but when was Final Fantasy X released? That was the last generally considered good one. 2002, I believe. 2002. I think it was 2002. So 23 years. Yeah. Would say Hades 2 is a close fourth. Wait, who's third then? Versus 13. Nah, Nomura was involved. It'd have been terrible. Sorry, I said it. Anyway, next category. Best game direction. Oh, okay. So Silksong isn't in this category. That's interesting. Split Fiction I've heard great things about. I'm meant to be playing that with Kiara at some point. I do need to arrange that with her at some stage and we play Split Fiction together, but we need to finish the other game first. Hades 2. Heard great things, haven't played it myself. I still haven't played Hades 1, to be honest, and I keep intending to. I don't know if you guys would want to see Hades 1 streamed, but I might do it. I might consider it. Ghost of Yotei. Look, I'm gonna... Who's my third? Yeah, go on. Give me a third. Is it Death Stranding? It's Death Stranding, isn't it? Ghost of Yotei I think is a good game, but I think it is in almost every regard a downgrade from Ghost of Tsushima. There are a few exceptions where it does like improve. I really enjoyed it as a game, but I don't think it's fair for this to be here, considering that Ghost of Tsushima did not win these kinds of awards and I think is objectively a better game. So that's not it. Death Stranding I haven't played, but honestly, at this point, I'm so jaded by Kojima that... It's Expedition 33. It's gotta be E33. Sorry, guys. Next category. Expedition 33. I think it's an incredibly well-directed game. I'd be an idiot to say it wasn't. Best narrative. Expedition 33. Silent Hill F for me is a close second. If that tells you anything, Silent Hill F is legitimately a close second to this now. I haven't even finished every ending in Silent Hill F, and this is a close second. But Expedition 33, it's a generational story. Like the themes it addresses, the way it does it, it's just perfection. Is one of the best games I've ever played, unironically. I know a lot of people are saying that it's like the generic basic bitch answer, but it really is. I need to play Kingdom Come. I need to play the first one. I want to stream it. I think it'll be funny to stream it. Expedition 33, best narrative. Again, Ghost of Yotei, I feel sad because Ghost of Yotei's narrative I think is actually quite good, but what ruins the narrative in Ghost of Yotei is the presentation of the game and the game world. If the game was more segmented like Ghost of Tsushima, where you had like the parts of the game that unlock sequentially as the story moves on, it would have been better. But because of the way they made it so open, the storytelling is very disjointed and it doesn't flow as well as a result. It feels very broken, and I think it ruins the quality of the narrative. What, Moraxi, what if proof game proceeds to proof? Wait, what do you mean? What if proof game proceeds to proof? Okay, it's Expedition 33, chat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's gonna be Expedition 33 for a lot of these. Okay, next category. Act 2 spoilers. Oh, okay. E33 narrative is pretty unique. Can't wait for them to expand on the overall lore. Have you finished it now, Dry? Because I can't say too much without spoiling it for you if I do. Best art direction. With that free DLC update, whatever. I'm a bit torn on this one. So, this is going to sound mean, but I'm not necessarily sure I can vote for Hades 2 or Silksong in this because their art direction is much the same as their previous entries, from what I gather. And that's not to say that they were bad. But then again, I was thinking I might actually vote for Ghost of Yotei for this one. But then I could argue that the art direction is basically the same as Ghost of Tsushima. So it'd be the same thing for that. I don't know. This is a tough one. Moraxi votes Expedition 33 in every category. It might honestly be at this rate. They're both huge improvement over the first games. E33 fit it. It might be. The thing is, like, Expedition 33 does have great art direction. But also, is it like... I'm trying to think, because like some of the set pieces in the game where you really see the art direction shine are so incredible, but at the same time a lot of it is like leave some awards for the rest of it. I think honestly, like, even though I'm not a big fan of Death Stranding, like, I haven't played Death Stranding. I can't say I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know enough about Death Stranding. I'm just pissed at Kojima for like taking the center stage every time Jeff is involved, and I think it's gonna win everything he's nominated for because Jeff. But I don't. Even like Death Stranding has pretty good art direction from what I've seen. Like, I think everything here deserves it. This is a really hard one. I might have to give it to Yotei though. Like, when you consider stuff like Kurosawa mode. Like, stuff like Kurosawa mode and like the general like art style and the way it's presented and the way they use that to like help tell the story. Let's be honest here. We all know Jeff is gonna have a 20-minute Kojima hype session while cutting back everyone else's. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm mad. Death Stranding is a bigger boost for the engine, but it looks so sharp. E33 has enough votes. Let's go Yotei. I think I'm gonna go Yotei. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go Yotei. Like, I think I'm gonna go Yotei. This is a really hard one. Like, I'm like 50-50 between E33 and Yotei, but I think I'm gonna go to Yotei. I think Yotei's art direction was really good. No matter what else I've said negative about Ghost of Yotei, and I say a lot of negative things about Ghost of Yotei, but it's still like an 8 out of 10. It's still a really fucking solid game. This year is fucked. I agree. It's not even a man crush anymore. It's a full-blown K-pop stan level. He does. Okay, cool. Right. Next category. Best score in music. Okay, chat, hear me out. Chat, hear me out, chat. The thing is, right, I know damn well Christopher Larkin will have done an incredible job with Silk Song. Hollow Knight's 1 was amazing. I'm sure Hades 2 is great. Ghost of Yotei was also phenomenal. It was a great soundtrack. I have no idea about Death Stranding 2. Can't comment. However, Lorien Testar, this soundtrack is like... It's not just one genre. There are so many genres in this soundtrack, and every single one of the tracks in this game soundtrack hits. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. Every single one of them slaps. Like, there is not a miss in this soundtrack. It is so good. It covers so many genres. This would be like if Masayoshi Soken was here, right? Like, if Soken was in this for like Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker or something, like, it would be hard not to vote for Soken because he's so versatile and the songs don't miss. Monoko's theme, like, bow, wow, wow, wow. When I was playing Yotei, I did have the, hey, literally every single point of view could literally be a screenshot. Right? Yeah, exactly, right? Hollow Knight was all digital instruments except for some DLC tracks. This time it's all live tracks and it's left so hard. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's great. I don't doubt that it is incredible. But I think it's hard not to vote for the complete, who was a complete underdog, and like this game has skyrocketed into absolute stardom. You know, a musician found on SoundCloud. A musician found on SoundCloud that has created one of the most beautiful and exciting soundtracks I have heard in so long. But like, I know like for certain this will sound great. I'm sure that's great. This is incredible. This is phenomenal. Great soundtrack. Honestly, the soundtrack for Ghost of Yote is one of the best bits of Ghost of Yote. It's that good. But it has to go to E33. I'm sorry. It just has to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You can't really vote otherwise when you haven't heard the other ones. Yeah. Well, yeah, I've heard Yote. Like, it's hard for me not to. Okay, next category. Best audio design. Oh. You know what, chat? This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. This is difficult. This is very difficult. This is a tough one. There's one song I've been playing on repeat for months now, and it's from E33. Which one? Which one? Which one, Tronic? I can't say it. And the Julie's theme might be two of the greatest pieces of music I've ever heard. I agree. I've had like A Life Well Loved on repeat for like months. The all 11 minutes of it. We're going Silent Hill. Silent Hill F is one of my options because I think it's that good. Is the one. Yeah, we're all the same. We're all the same, it seems. We're all the same. It's such a beautiful song. What the fuck is Battlefield 6 doing here? I don't know. Maybe it has really good sound design. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I will be honest. Back in my younger years, I did like some of the older Battlefield games. Like the Bad Company games were pretty solid. And they did have pretty good sound design even back then. So like it could be really good. Like it could be really solid. But for me, I'm like literally torn between the three I've played because I think they're all really good in their own elements. Like I've learned some stuff about what they use to get the sound effects for some of the Nevron noises, and they're flipping insane. They've used like the most insane shit to create like the Nevron noises, and they're like, the sound design in that game is so good. It's so good. Ghost of Yotes is really, really good. Like the sword like clanging, and like every sound effect is so nice. You gave it E33? I'm kind of leaning towards Silent Hill for this. I'm kind of leaning towards Silent Hill. Like, honestly, I'm kind of leaning Silent Hill's way. Because it's, I don't know. It was like, okay, so those of you that have watched me play Silent Hill, that haven't played it yourself, what do you think? Like, Egg's seen most of my playthrough. Like, I feel like the sound design is incredible. It was very good. It was very good. Haven't focused on the sound enough. The video is going to be called Expedition 33. I don't know. I'm so torn. These three have all got such good sound design. This whole year is absolutely effed. This whole year is insane. Everything is difficult. It's pretty raw in a good way. But then I'm thinking about like the sound effects for like the spells and like the swords. And like the fact that you've got the audio, like the audio cue for the parries. Oh, I don't know. The combat sounds are nuts. Yeah, they're crazy. God, they're so good. They're very immersive. I don't know. This is a hard category. This is a hard category. But no, you know what? I think it's Silent Hill F, guys. The amount of times I kept talking about the atmosphere in Silent Hill, the amount of times I was talking about the atmosphere and how I was saying the sounds and the sound design was like literally making every hair on my entire body stand on end. It was incredible. I think it's some of the best atmospheric design in a video game I've ever experienced. I think I have to give it to Silent Hill F. Yep, Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F. I'm going with it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Rag, I think you'll understand when you play it. I think when you play it for yourself, and I really would recommend you do play it, because I know you'll have to mod the FOV, but legitimately, it's a phenomenal game. It's a phenomenal game, and I recommend everyone plays it. This is an easy one. This is an easy one. Actually, it's not that easy, because honestly, I think all of these voice actors are incredible, but it's Ben Starr, guys. It's got to be Ben Starr, because that Verso performance is like, I thought Ben Starr deserved to win the year with Final Fantasy 16, right? I think the Verso performance absolutely sweeps the performance as Clive in FF16 away. Like, it blows it out of the water in every regard. This voice performance is like absolutely incredible. I haven't played Indiana Jones, but everyone I know that's played Indiana Jones and every review I've seen and like everything I've heard personally in like trailers and things, the performance like Troy gives for Indiana Jones is amazing. So like I haven't played it, but I know. I have heard the JP voice acting for Silent Hill F, and it is also phenomenal. I play in English because it's easier on stream and I don't want to miss things. But this performance is incredible. Like Erica's performance in Ghost of Yote, absolutely incredible. Charlie's performance in Expedition 33, also incredible. Jennifer English's performance, incredible. But the Verso performance is like goosebumps, hair standing on end, like genuinely moving. Like I like rocks me to my core level performance. Especially at the end. Yeah, like literally that line lives rent-free in my head. That line lives rent-free in my head. Like, actually just lives rent-free in my head. He's doing stuff in Warframe? Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the frame was, but it's got to be Ben Starr. Ben Starr, absolutely goated performance. Arguably one of the best, like, voice acting performances I've ever experienced. 11 out of 10. 12 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Next category. Innovation and accessibility. This is difficult because I haven't played any of these. I'll dissuade to chat. Connor Dispatch wasn't in this one. Dispatch came. What date did Dispatch come out? I think Dispatch came out too late to be nominated for anything, right? I had to mod South of Midnight to make it playable, so fuck that. Shadows, despite everything, is pretty good. I think Egg would agree that Shadows is really good. I've heard things about that. What do we think? Adamfall had a shitload of great settings. Oh, it still has a nomination? Oh, that's a shame that it hasn't got more nominations. I've heard great things about it. Kara wants me to play it after she played it. I wanted to play it anyway, but... Should we go to Assassin's Creed? Should we give Ubisoft some... Okay, I'm gonna... This is a hot take, chat. Hot take. Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft did not deserve even a fraction of the hatred they got towards Assassin's Creed Shadows. They did not deserve it. And I'm not talking about the stuff when it came out. I'm talking about the stuff before it even came out when it was announced. They didn't deserve that. I actually think that Ubisoft made a lot of right decisions with Assassin's Creed Shadows. They made a lot of right decisions with the game. When the fans weren't happy, they were like, okay, we'll take a step back. We'll put it in further development. We'll keep it development longer. We'll cancel these like access passes. We're not going to be like overly like monetizing it like we have been past entries. We hear you. They finally listened to the fans, and they deserved to be recognized for the fact that they actually tried, because Ubisoft has not actually tried in a really long time, and I think it's really unfair that people haven't at least given them some credit for finally making the right choices. That's my hot take. There's my hot take for the day, chat. Come at me, I don't care. I'm not one for defending big like corpos. I'm very anti big corpo, but I think that they actually made some right choices. I legitimately do. And then we look at shit like, I don't know, I can't think of shit right now, but yeah, I actually think I'm gonna vote for it. There we go. That's my vote. Games for Impact. Sadly, I also haven't played any of these. I thought Wonder Stop looked great. I really wanted to give Wonder Stop a go. Chat, what has the most impact? What has the most impact out of these, chat? The Japanese people aren't happy with this game and it's getting audited. The Japanese government thing was so idiotic. Yeah. Yeah. It was. You also went south of midnight. Voted for Wonder Stop even though I played South of Midnight. I'll argue with anyone that tells me it isn't historically accurate because I don't remember the time Leonardo da Vinci created a hidden blade or Jack the Ripper was caught by the assassins. Yeah, people like slated it for a lot of reasons that aren't fair when they could quite easily slate every entry in the series for the same reasons. People just love to complain. And I mean, the whole what's his name, Yosuke thing actually is historically accurate. There is a large amount of documentation about this historical figure. Or fighting a pope who had an alien artifact. All that. I might vote for Wonder Stop because it's the game here that I wanted to play the most. I'm gonna vote for Wonder Stop for that reason, chat. Let's continue. Best ongoing. My heart. My heart tells me Final Fantasy 14, chat, but I know it's not true because Final Fantasy 14 realistically has a lot of issues right now. I don't know. No Man's Sky I've voted for almost every year for like the past 5 years, and the fact of the matter is I haven't actually played No Man's Sky more than 5 minutes since it released and everyone hated it, and I thought it was kind of okay, but it was just a bit boring after a while. I don't think it was as bad as people said, but like I know they keep doing loads of stuff, but at this point I'm just kind of like, is it just time to let it die at this point? Like you've kind of redeemed yourself. Like you don't need to keep doing this. Like at this point it just seems performative. Just stop now, let it rest, focus on your new game. Focus on your new game now. I don't know. Maybe Warframe didn't get this since the new direction they improved dramatically, but yeah, No Man's Sky is great. Can't wait for Light No Fire. I don't know. I haven't played enough of it. I might go Helldivers 2 for this, chat. It's literally in the ongoing part. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I know it keeps on going, but why does it keep on going? Why do they keep pushing it? Why keep on going at this point? I don't know. I bet Fortnite wins this. Or actually, Marvel Rivals will probably win this. I imagine, most likely. This is a good game. They release huge expansion patches every few months for free. I know, right? But it's been... okay, this game has been out for what, like 10 years at this point? Surely they have lost so much money. At this point, surely like that game has lost so much money, it's like insane. How does it even survive? Oh, like that's cool and all, but like it's not like Path of Exile where they're like doing like MTX and stuff. It's selling all the time? Who keeps buying it? Surely everyone's got it by now. Who the fuck keeps buying it? I'm just gonna vote Final Fantasy 14 because it's the only one I like actively play, even though I don't agree with it. It's not gonna win anyway, so I don't really feel bad about doing that. Best community support. I can't argue. Like with that one I can't argue. Like realistically, like I mean like that one like I mean it would be idiotic to say I don't agree with Baldur's Gate 3 being there. I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 community support's kind of like fallen down at this point, but best independent game. I don't think the Expedition 33 is an independent game. Why is it here? It's got a publisher. It's got a publisher in Kepler Interactive. I don't understand why it's here. Why is it an indie game? Isn't the point of isn't indie game like no publisher? Isn't that like the point? Isn't that what an indie game is? I feel like the term indie game has been so bastardized at this point that I don't know. Let's not think it should be here. To be fair, only Silk Song and Hades 2 would count here then. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna vote for Expedition 33 to be honest, but I don't think it should be there. Best debut indie game. Oh, I haven't played Dispatch. I'm sure a lot of people have voted Dispatch on this, but I'm voting Expedition 33. Sorry, chat. Expedition 33. No questions. Best mobile game. Now, I'm sure a lot of you expect me to vote for Uma Musume Pretty Derby here. Is Devolver indie? No, Devolver isn't indie. Everything but Woowa? I was going to vote for Woowa. But I'm not going to vote for Uma Musume because I think that Cygames should not have released the original release as their global debut. What's wrong with Woowa? Everyone seems to love Woowa right now. People are happy with Woowa, right? Aren't people happy with Woowa? I think Uma Musume will win, but I don't think it deserves it. I don't think it deserves it. I think the global release is absolutely cooked. They shouldn't have done it. They should have released the Japanese version with the old events in the way they've done, but they should have released it with all the Japanese QOL, which they didn't do. They released the original release, and as a result, it's a poor user experience. It's fun, but it could be better if they just like released it in the state that it's currently in the JP servers. Woowa was the one with a 6-hour intro. Woowa was shit at first, but they have gone out of their way to make it better. Watch a bunch of Genshin streamers, so I don't hear much good things about Woowa aside from Screw Hoyoverse stuff. The thing, I don't know, I feel like a lot of Genshin people are just like instantly biased against Woowa though. Because it like is a direct competitor, so if you're a big Genshin stan, you're like, screw Woowa. But I don't know, I see a lot of people very happy about it. I tried it for 100 hours. Oh, you know what, chat? I'm gonna vote for Sonic Rumble. I'm just gonna vote for Sonic Rumble. I know nothing about this game. I know nothing about it, but I'm voting for it. Best VR/AR. I actually seem to remember not hearing great things about Deadpool. I can't see a skip option available to me. I can just click next, but it's fine. I'm just gonna vote anyway. It's like I said earlier, my votes don't mean anything. It's 10% of the overall thing. Arcanage and Ghost Town both look great, and I really want to play them. I thought the Midlight Walk looked fantastic, and I'm like kind of keen to give that a go. So for that reason, I wanna vote for Midnight Walk because I think that looked really cool. That's my vote, chat. Best action game. Ooh. Well, I heard some negativity about Doom, but that mostly could be because they got rid of Mick. Battlefield 6, I know nothing. Hades 2, I've heard good things. Ninja Gaiden 4, I've heard literally zero about. Like, actually nothing. And that to me says that it hasn't done very well. You heard some great stuff about it? Can't remember a single track. Oh, Deadpool deserves no love. He's played out as a character as Subbrand. Ninja Gaiden 4. Me too. I didn't even know it was out yet. I actually didn't even know it was out yet. I've heard nothing. Literally nothing. I'm gonna vote for Hades 2. I don't. I'm voting Hades 2, chat. I don't know. Best action adventure. I'm shaking my head. I forgot about. Yeah. Wait, why are we shaking my head, chat? Shinobi? Was Shinobi good? It did look good, to be fair. It did look good today. The only one I've played is this, but I don't think it deserves it. The only thing I know about Ninja Gaiden is that the physical copy of their Xbox was basically a key card, and the PS version had the full game on disc. Yeah, which is quite funny because it was Xbox Studios that did it. Ninja Gaiden came out last month, apparently. I've never seen a single review for it on any channel or site. Yeah, same. Like, literally nothing. Literally nothing, which makes me think it's probably not that great. Which is a shame because I love, like, Ninja Gaiden 1 for me is like such a cool game. Ninja Gaiden 1 for me is like Dark Souls before Dark Souls. I fucking love that game. And I want to get the remasters and play the remasters actually. Yeah, I didn't either, Egg. Like, I've seen nothing. I don't think Ghost of Yotei deserves this. So for that reason, I'm going to vote for Hollow Knight. Oh, dear me. I'm voting Hollow Knight. I've not even played it yet. Well, I haven't played Metal Gear Rising, to be honest. Best RPG. Why is this here? Respectfully. In fact, no, not even respectfully. Why the ass is this here? This should not be here. This is an abomination against video gaming. This should not be nominated for any award ever, except for that award thing that is for really bad games, because that's where this belongs. Now, don't get me wrong. The concept of the game, the mechanics and stuff like that, cool. It's just Monster Hunter. What more could you want from Monster Hunter? Oh, I don't know. A game that actually works. That's what I would like from Monster Hunter. Yep, it's unfinished and broken. I would like a game that actually works, please, Capcom. Not whatever this is. Okay, no worries, Egg. No worries. So for that reason, I'm voting for Expedition 33. Next category. Best fighting game. Okay, so the difference with Cyberpunk is I will defend Cyberpunk because not only did they like stop selling the game because they realized it was so bad or so broken, they have gone out of their way to like to fix everything. They admitted their mistake. I don't believe it was the developers' fault. I believe it was shareholders. It was the board members and CEOs, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't the people that actually cared about the game. And I think Cyberpunk 2077 is actually one of the greatest games ever made. And I will die on that hill. It is an incredible game. And it's very sad that it was pushed out the door before its time. And I think the developers knew that. And I think, like, the studio knew that. And I think it's just shareholders that made the decisions that fucked it. And I think they owned up to their mistake and they made it right in every way and more. Whereas Monster Hunter, on the other hand, they did fuck all. They have not even, I don't think they've even admitted at this point that the game is broken. It has been out for nearly a year and they still haven't admitted it's a broken mess. Every time they just ignore it, no matter how much people get mad at it. In fact, actually, I lie. I think they have recently announced that they are going to be putting in performance fixes and stuff in their next big update. And I think the only reason they have done that is because their sales have dropped so astronomically, they have no choice but to now address the problem. Monster Hunter World come out with an MMORPG, so the RPG it goes. Personally, Cyberpunk was totally playable for me on release. I think it wasn't for a lot of people. Like you acknowledge. It just depended on your hardware, and I think for like it was worst for console players that had like been sold it as working on like the previous gen when it did work on the previous gen, just not that well. But Egg played it on PS4 and had problems, but not like the problems people complain about. It wasn't as bad as everyone said, exactly, yeah. Hardware and luck, the bugs were just random, and the ones I got were funny as fuck. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind funny bugs. If it's a game-breaking bug, I'm mad. If it's a funny bug, I don't care. I don't know anything about any of these games, chat. Chat, what do I vote, chat? Chat, what do I vote? I'm compelled to vote for Mortal Kombat, but also I'm not. Lots of dumb stuff, lots of T-posing, getting randomly launched into the stratosphere while driving. Oh yeah, the main reason Rag kept making me save every 5 seconds. Virtua Fighter 5. Mortal Kombat is apparently fucked. Was pretty bad. Okay. Should we just go Virtua Fighter then? Let's go Virtua Fighter. I'm going Virtua Fighter. Fuck it. Why not? There we go. Next category. Best family game. Oh. 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 Ah. I see. I see. Well, they've only played 2 of them. I think I'm gonna answer. So, I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of you mad. My suspicion is that Split Fiction is a better game than any other game here. I haven't played it, but that's my suspicion. However, I haven't played it, so I can't really vote for it. Also, I'm gonna say something else. I kind of enjoy Mario Kart more than Donkey Kong. I don't think it's the right category for Split Fiction either, Egg. To be honest, it's probably not really. Family is in group or family is in solo, because many of these aren't family game. Yeah, that's a good question. I think Lego Voyages is a family game. It also requires 2 players, and I really want to play it. I think Kara said she'd play it with me at some point. I agree. It's not the right category for Split Fiction. I kind of enjoy Mario Kart more than Donkey Kong, chat. I know that's crazy, but I kind of do. You know what I mean? I know that's wild. This is the Nintendo winning category, unless they mean family. It doesn't look to fit the description. It says for best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. And I guess Split Fiction probably is appropriate for family play, but it doesn't... I don't know. I'm just gonna vote for Bonanza, fuck it. I'm gonna vote for Bonanza. It's gonna win anyway. It doesn't really matter. E is for everyone. Split fiction versus multiplayer for Family Sonic. I think it's the E is for everyone type deal. Best sim / strategy. Well, chat, I have only played one of these and I haven't played its current iteration. I have played the original release. And so for that reason, I'm voting for Final Fantasy Tactics because I guarantee it's better than every game here anyway. It also has Ben Starr and Harry McIntyre in it voicing it. And for that reason... it's kind of the same fucking game. They have added new content to it. They've changed some bits and they've added voice acting. So I feel like it's different enough. Also, they have clarified that remasters are like allowed, and it's more a remake than a master, I think. So I think it's fair. Best sports racing game. Just a personal thing. That's fair. First time I've ever heard about it. You never heard about Final Fantasy Tactics? Oh, Tempest Rising. No, I don't know. I don't know what that is either. I've heard from a lot of people that Sonic is better than Mario Kart, but I haven't played it. Yet. Why are you mad at Nintendo right now, Lucario? I'm curious. Please let me know. I'm probably mad at them too for the same reason. I'm mad at Nintendo a lot, to be honest. Inazuma 11 Victory Road should have been here. Dying on the Hill. Did it release in time? Did it release in time for the awards? Okay, we're gonna vote for Sonic. I'm voting Sonic. I believe that Sonic probably is, but I don't know. They're not worth it. Oh, feel free to. Are you in the Discord? I don't know. Feel free to post it there. I'm curious. I'm gonna vote Sonic. Fuck it. No DLC, $80 price. Can't choose. No intermissions. Yeah. Yeah. Can't choose no intermissions. Can't have single normal style races only. There's a lot of problems with Mario Kart World. I think it's a good game, but I don't think they have considered what players want enough. They've done the usual Nintendo thing. Nintendo does this all the time where they're like, we know what players want best. And players are like, no, we don't want that. We actually kind of want this. And we're like, no, you don't. You want this. And they never listen. They never care. They just do their own thing and they never patch stuff because it's just like, that's too much effort. It's like, here's your game, have it, because it'll sell regardless because it's Nintendo. And enough people will defend them regardless of what shit they do that it doesn't matter. Business practices and continuously getting caught in lies. Yeah, that as well. If Kirby Air Riders was on this, it'd probably win. I think it released too late again as well, sadly. Next category, best multiplayer. Peak. I haven't played Split Fiction. I feel like if I'd played Split Fiction, it'd probably be Split Fiction, but Peak, because Peak is so much fun. Peak is silly good time, and it kind of like I feel like it broke the internet more than any of these. Peak is my vote for this, and they're continuously updating it as well. It's getting new stuff. I feel like it's pretty good. It's a good £8 I spent. I enjoy playing it solo and with other people. Peak. I'm gonna get Kirby Air Riders sometime in the next couple of months, so we'll try and play some on stream, maybe. Well, this shouldn't be here because this is what happens when you literally just slap a. This is what happens when you slap a name on something that isn't that thing. Sonic should be here from everything I've heard about Sonic and the fact it's not as crazy. Yep, both Tronic and Egg saying Sonic should be here. Sonic should have been here. I don't know why it's not. I haven't seen it. The only one of these I have seen is the Minecraft movie. As much as I enjoyed Night Rain, I have a general hatred or anything friendship related. Peaky's running that. That's fair. That's fair. DMC looked cool from the trailers, but I haven't heard anything about it since. I heard something about DMC. Didn't DMC use some AI or something and then people were mad at it? I can't remember. There was a reason that people got really mad about DMC and I can't remember what it was. Minecraft is going to win. Popcorn will fly again. Yes, Minecraft. I'm just going to vote for it. It's the only one I've seen. It's the only one that's fair for me to vote for. So I'm going to vote for Minecraft. It was actually not as bad as I expected. It was all right. I would argue that maybe The Last of Us is probably the best one there. Maybe. I don't know. Chicken Jockey! Sonic 3 is one of the highest critically audience-rated game adaptations of Rotten Tomatoes. Only expectation can be they forgot about Sonic 3 because it released in December. Yeah, I think that's probably the case. 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Requiem, or Witcher 4. Okay, I have a confession. I have never played a Witcher game. That is a slight lie. I have played The Witcher 1 for about 40 minutes. Because I tried to play it because I wanted to have all the lore going into The Witcher 3 before I got to The Witcher 3. And it was the most abhorrently terrible game to play I've ever experienced in my life. So I gave up. So I can't say I'm anticipating The Witcher 4 like most people probably are. Resident Evil's just Resident Evil. Like, it's okay. It's not going to be groundbreaking. Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to win this category regardless. Honestly, 007 First Light looked really good. I will admit it looked really good. But the game I am genuinely most excited for is Marvel's Wolverine. Because Marvel's Spider-Man and Miles Morales, I think, are two really, really good games. I enjoyed them a lot. I do have faith in Insomniac to pull out a really cool game. And from the trailer we saw not too long ago, I think this game looked sick as fuck. So I'm really excited for Wolverine. Only hype moments at Aura because Adi Shankar has absolutely zero media list. Oh, okay. See. I'm gonna vote for Marvel's Wolverine because it's the one I'm excited for the most, chat. Witcher 3 is mostly praised for how optimized by comparison its open world is as well as vast as its draw distance that you can travel towards. I'm not sure if that's a positive thing or a negative thing. To be perfectly honest. So, this category, chat, I think Kai Cenat will probably win this regardless because it's Kai Cenat and Kai Cenat has an ungodly following. So we'll probably win this. However, chat, I feel like I should be drawn towards voting for Sakura Miko as a VTuber. However, chat, there is only one person that I think realistically deserves this award this year, and that is Moist Critical. Why does Moist Critical deserve this award? Because what have Moist Critical has done with regards to monetization on Twitch. That is why Moist Critical deserves this award. Because Moist Critical is one of the few content creators who has been absolutely honest about like how insane the revenue can be for a large creator, and I feel like that has drawn a lot of light into it, and a lot of big creators are really mad about it. They're like, oh, you're making us look bad for not doing the same thing. And like, I don't think that was the intent at all. He's just like, I don't need more money. I don't want more money. And honestly, that's fair. That's really valid. He's still making absolute bank from other stuff as well anyway. But I think it is a very good move to make in a time when people are struggling with funding, to say, look, I don't need your money anymore. Don't give me money. I said I was a streaming monster, however it is it. Yep. Basically, open worlds now are so empty and bland compared to what The Witcher 3 did back then, and it still holds up. A lot of modern games are criticized by saying that they could do this like a decade ago. What the heck are the rest of you doing? Yeah, I agree. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, but I think Breath of the Wild is empty as fuck. I think Elden Ring is empty as fuck. I think Ghost of Yotei is emptier than Ghost of Tsushima because they went for the Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild model. I think that plenty of games did open worlds that were not empty and very like a deep well. They were a deep well, as you put it. Way before these games existed. Tsushima is the Witcher 3 model perfected, pretty much. There we go then. There we go then. And this is my problem with open world games, is that they are just hollow. They're empty. And like, people will argue with me saying there's 900 Koroks in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, but I don't want to put like the block in the right location for the 78,000th time. You know? Like, it's just not fun. It's just like... It's like working an office job. It's like working an office job, chat. Like, it's just task repetition. It's not fun after a while. Like, anyway, Noise Critical gets this vote. I'm sorry, Tronic. I'm sorry. I fully agree. I fully admit I am in the minority with this. People love Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring's open worlds. I think they are bland and empty, and they are just repetitive. I think both base game and DLC. I think the Elden Ring is best when it's less open world. And I think the world is too big. And they should have shrunk it by at least 40%. And I think it would have been a much better game, in my opinion. Although, I will admit, I have been having a hankering to play Elden Ring for the past, like, couple of months. And I still haven't played the DLC, which I want to play. Anyway. Anywho. Best esports game. Is Marvel Rivals not esports? Because I would have said Marvel Rivals probably should be... Oh, I don't know what deserves this, chat. Realistically. I don't know what deserves this. I don't really care. I'm going to vote for League of Legends. It doesn't deserve it, but I'm going to vote for it. Okay. Theory. Best esports athlete. I do not know who any of these people are. So therefore, the who category. Yeah, honestly. Anyone else feel... Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, anyone else feel like Faker's only not here because Faker like wins every time because it's Faker? Because like realistically... Is there a better esports athlete in the world currently than Faker? I don't care about League of Legends at all, in the slightest. But even I know who Faker is and the achievements of Faker. Like, even I know that. I don't care. You know what I mean? Whereas these people, no offense to them, but I have not heard of a single one of them. I only know Zyri, but I skipped the category. I think this might be my first skip. I think this might be my first skip. Because I really don't know. Best esports team. I'm going to vote for the team that has the most fun name. I'm going to vote for the team that has the most fun name. And I think that team is Team Falcons. Next. Player's voice. Oh, have we finished? Notify me. Notify me. Okay, that opens in a few days. View all categories. Should I just vote for this for the sake of it? I'm going to vote for this person because Reg said they knew who they were. It's the only one I didn't do. All categories. Download your vote card. Right, that's it, chat. Those are my votes. See what happens if I click this. Hang on, 1 second. Let me just see what happens. Maybe I can bring it up on the screen somehow for you guys to see. I don't know if I could do this. Can I do this? Why can't this just be in browser? Why can't this just be in browser? Okay, chat, that should be my vote card. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Those are my votes, chat. Those are my votes. Send it later. Okay, I got you. I'll send it you later. All players' voice is just people voting to get their free primo gems. Forget it. Literally that. Literally that. But I'll send it you, Reg. So we voted for Expedition 33 in almost every category it was it was in, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like, wasn't it nominated for 12 categories? I feel like I voted for it in more categories than, I don't know, whatever. I think there's only one category I didn't vote for it in. I feel like there's only one I didn't vote for it in. Maybe there was 2. There's a bit of vote in this Expedition 33. I don't know. I think it was a banging game. 5 for 33 and 5 for Silk Song. I had 1 for Silk Song. It's just win 6, you think? Okay, so letting you guys know. Letting you guys know here now we finish this. I will be playing, I will be watching the Game Awards live. I will be watching it live. That's the plan. I know it's like a stupid time, but I'll be watching it live on stream. We'll do a really long stream. So if you guys are awake and you want to come watch with me, you should come watch with me, because we'll see who wins and we'll be able to compare what our votes were and what we did together. I think it'll be really fun. I know that Rag and Egg are pretty much guaranteed, I believe, so should at least be the 3 of us. But yeah, that's my votes, chat.